What's the reason that you got a bunch of ones in there, Yachty?
I don't know. I think this just changed. I wasn't at the strip club. That's what you wanted me to say.
I'm sure by this point, most people on the internet know who Lil Yachty is, an artist from Atlanta, Georgia. Some may know his hits like Poland, which skyrocketed on TikTok. Funny thing is, that song was leaked and wasn't supposed to be serious.
I was just fucking around. Poland was a joke, bro.
If you don't know him from Poland, you definitely recognize his 2016 hit, One Night. Now me personally, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't into trap music as a kid, so I've been trying to dive more deep into it as an adult. But here we are reviewing the album that surprised us all. Let's start here.
What's up everyone, my name's Eddie and today we're going to be reviewing Let's Start Here by Lil Yachty. This album falls into an alternative rock style album. As we enter this new era, we see genres like hyperpop on the rise. What's crazy is Bo even teased this album in a recent interview.
Because my next album is so fucking good.
You're extremely right, Bo. Your album is great and I'll explain why. Now I know what you might be thinking. What type of credentials do you have to review this album? Nothing, I'm just giving my review from a non-biased standpoint. Without further ado, let's get started. So what we're going to do for each song is we're going to list it up here and then we're going to give our opinion. The first track, The Black Animal. Keep in mind, I don't really listen to Yachty once again, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. As soon as I heard this intro right off the bat, I could tell some Pink Floyd psychedelic synths and beats. Such an introduction to the same guy who made Poland. Could we just talk about the guitar solo? Bo does an amazing job to showcase everyone's talent involved in this track. In my opinion, this is Lil Yachty trying to show the world, I got more to offer. This is what I'm capable of. Lil Bo wanted to be taken more seriously as an artist, so he entered this album in a whole new approach. He didn't think about holding back, and neither should you. And talk about how heavenly the vocals are towards the last minute of the song. The Ride. In the song The Ride, you can hear typical love, wanting someone to be by your side and hop away. Also, Lil Yachty brings up some really relatable topics. For example, being in a room alone with your thoughts can be pretty scary, if you know what I'm saying. Another reoccurring theme I saw was sometimes the thing we used to enjoy becomes real stale and doesn't give the same dopamine. I love it when artists don't put the artist featured in the album because it adds a sense of thrill for who's about to come. Which brings me to my next point. I really enjoyed hearing Tizo touchdown again. He fit the track so well, aligning his beautiful vocals to this. Next up is Running Out of Time. As soon as the beat first dropped off, I was instantly hooked. Yachty showcases a classic love story in my opinion, describing wanting to waste his time with someone else. Since we're only here for so long, I might as well spend time with you. And hope you do not give me backlash for knowing my darkest secrets, is what I'm hearing from Lil Uzi. I meant to say Lil Yachty, I'm glad I got that. Running Out of Time so far is my favorite song of the album. Next song we have here is Pretty. I was dead at the first bar, I'm not gonna lie. Here you can see Yachty exploring the same type of vocals he was using during Poland. I can't even do it that well. I'm low-key a big Fouché stan, so shout out to Fouché. She's in a couple other tracks in this album too, but check her out please if you have not already. She's the jack of all trades. In my opinion, this song is all about confidence. It's like wanting, like, you walk outside, you're like, damn, like I feel good. I look good, you know, and that's how you should feel every day. You gotta look at yourself in the mirror and be like, wow, I look good. I know I do. Shit. Next song we have here, or more like interlude, I feel like we have Failure. If you take anything from this video, listen to this audio interlude every morning or whenever you need that boost. In this song, he talks about status and all the things involved being rich and famous. What I mean by that is we shoot for something and it doesn't instantly happen, so we think we fail. But failure is just a process to success. Yachty's trying to give us an overall new perspective and change our mindset. In this song, he likes to go on to say it by saying it could be worse. For example, in the song, he says, rewrite your steps and rewrite your future, which I hold to that. Next song we have is The Zone. This song instantly gave me a Tame Impala feel. This is the type of song I would listen to on a summer cookout day. Vocals in this song are executed pretty well once again. Yachty definitely put me onto Justin Sky, who's featured in this song. This is halfway through their album, so this song to me feels like an intermission. Essentially, after coming back, he is in the zone again. And how I best put it, this is the type of song you listen to after you're drunk and then you go back home and your friend's driving and you yell at them to play this on the aux. That's the best way to describe it. Next we have We Saw the Sun. If I don't hear this song in a movie soundtrack in the next 5 years, I will be very surprised. This to me is definitely the perfect road trip song. We just need so much more love to outweigh the hate nowadays. The fact that this song has a Bob Ross sample, just, you can already tell it's a new era for Lil Yachty. I think it's cool to see he wasn't afraid to make long songs, especially with TikTok dumbing down a lot of people's attention spans. Drive Me Crazy. I'm deciding between this song or Running Out of Time to be my favorite because instantly, as soon as I heard this, I got an Earth, Wind & Fire feel, bringing you back to like 80s disco in a way. That little breakdown we heard near the middle-ish, end-ish, surprised me a lot in a good way. I'm sure my people with glasses will be able to relate to this one. I Officially Lost the Vision is the next track on the album. Track 9 of the album, and I felt just as engaged writing this script. This album is very revolutionary. I hope it motivates artists to expand and experiment every once in a while. This song to me is describing to know who your real friends are. Yachty feels like he's in a circle with his own thoughts, feeling a sense of being trapped in his own vision. I'm seeing some spiritual side on this album, which is already beautiful in its own. The song ended with footsteps, just like boom, 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 boom. It sounded like he was escaping from feeling stuck and expanding on it. So far, the transitions to each song has been really good, which brings me to Say Something. In this one, Yachty feels like escaping it and exploring the world with him and his loved one. I'm sure we all can relate to that feeling of wanting to have no responsibilities whatsoever. Paint the Sky. As the tracks are progressing, he feels as his vibrations are going further. The ongoing themes I've been seeing for this album so far is love, spirituality, and growth. He acknowledges the flaws, but there cannot be growth without admitting you're wrong. The 12th track of the album, Should I Be? In this song, he's letting his emotions process, but not letting it get to him. His lover of interest is asking if he's okay. He's describing on how much he's been there for her, but yet is not receiving the same energy back. I'm sure we all have been in that place before. It can be hard to spew your energy to someone who doesn't show it back. Second to last track, but The Alchemist. Yachty discusses his past manifestations for his life, saying that his life was built for him the way that he did. Once again, Fouché coming along and just adding so much life into this production. Shout out to anyone who produced in this album. You guys created a masterpiece. And here we are, the last song on this album, Reach the Sunshine. He hit us with a long 6-minute song to conclude the album. And just to hit us with that random Daniel Caesar feature, I was not ready for that. The themes that I've noticed throughout this song, themes involving looking in the mirror and trying to figure out what's next and filling that hole. With themes saying I'm back, Yachty is back and a brand new person. The song finishes with the 2-minute outro that in my opinion is the goodbye of the era. Some lessons I got off this album is do not be afraid to explore your mind or be afraid to be you. You are the only you in this world, and that makes you stand out. Overall, as a guy who never listened to Lil Yachty before like that, I praise this album. I appreciate all the work that he's put into it. January 2023 is off to a great start. It's cool to see artists are given a chance to be able to create something as amazing as this was. Let's start here. And I can just see myself playing it back and back and back. Like this is that album, you know. This is that album, in my opinion. If you guys enjoyed my first album review, be sure to let me know any feedback. I know this might have been a little trippy to you, but it's my first time, you know, there's a first for everything. So hit me with that feedback and hope y'all enjoyed. Have a good one.